Welcome everyone to the City of Quinte West Committee of Adjustment meeting. The committee is made up of 5 members. I am a public member. My name is Harm Zelstra. I'll be the chair this evening. And on my immediate left is public member Doug Phillips, and on his left is public member Paul Lafferty. And with us tonight also is public member Dave Jesse. And on our far left is Councillor Jim Elliott. On my immediate right is Anne Marie Cunningham, Committee of Adjustment Coordinator, and on her right is Kelly West, Manager of Planning Services. Because this is a hearing under the Planning Act, when the committee gets to the applications for consideration, each application will be brought up in the order listed on the agenda with an opportunity for public input given prior to discussion and consideration by the committee. If you wish to make a comment, please raise your hand to be recognized by the chair. Consent and minor variance decisions made tonight will have a last day of appeal of July the 2nd, 2026. If anyone wishes to receive a copy of one of the notices of decision, please use the pad of paper provided by the sign-in sheet to indicate your name, mailing address, or email address, and which decision you would like a copy of, and it will be sent to you. If anyone has not signed in on the sign-in sheet, please do so, as this is used for the minutes of the meeting. Everybody signed in? Good. Could I have any disclosures of pecuniary interest? Hearing none. Can I have approval of the agenda for this evening? Moved by Jim, seconded by Doug. All in favor? Carried. And approval of the minutes of May the 14th, 2026. Moved by Paul, seconded by David. All in favor? Carried.
David wasn't here. David wasn't here.
David shouldn't vote? Yes?
I didn't.
It's okay?
Okay.
All right.
I didn't.
There was another hand too, so. All right. First application is consent application B13-26M. The owner is Ontario Corporation number 1000521-560. Legal description is Part Lot 10, Concession 2. Civic address is 1363 County Road 40 in Murray Ward. And the purpose of this application is to sever a parcel of land which would create one new vacant lot. The severed parcel would have a frontage of 114 meters, a depth of 245 meters, and total area of 3.1 hectares. The retained would have a frontage of 247 meters with an irregular depth and total area of 10.1 hectares. Any comments or issues from the public regarding this application? Hearing none. Any comments or considerations from the committee?
Mr. Chairman, but maybe Kelly or Anne Marie could give an explanation of the building restriction that Lower Trent has provided, just so there's clarification. I'm not sure if the applicant has seen all the latest up-to-date stuff, but I'll move it to put it on the floor.
Sure, through you, Mr. Chair. So we did provide the information from Lower Trent to the applicant. Anne Marie did send all that, so they are aware. This kind of came about, there was a pre-con for consent in a different location on this property, and Lower Trent had gone out and looked at that proposed location, and it was basically a no-go because of wetland features. So the applicant moved the proposed lot further south down along County Road 40. The other one was facing Miron Road. So they went back out to look at that, but they still did find a bit of an unevaluated wetland, which is a regulated feature under their mandate. And so they have asked that that a concept plan be provided just to demonstrate that a building envelope, a septic, a well can all be placed outside of that natural feature as well as their regulated area, which is 30 meters. So it will constrain the lot a little bit, but it does look like there's probably some land area there in the northern part of that proposed lots to build.
Okay, thank you, Kelly. It seems like a very large parcel, but when you start shaving off all those restricted areas, they pretty much end up with a minimal sized lot for a building envelope, but it's still there, so.
But I'll move it, approval, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, moved by Jim, seconded by Doug. That application B 13-26M by numbered company 10005215560 Ontario Corp. to sever a parcel of land at 1363 County Road 40, Part Lot 10, Concession 2, in the former Township of Murray is hereby approved, subject to the following conditions. One, that a registered survey, paper and digital copies for the severed parcel be submitted to the city. Two, that a draft transfer for the severed parcel be submitted to the city. Three, that the tax account for the subject property be paid up to date. Four, that parcels of land measuring 13 meters from the center line of the road along the frontage and of the severed and retained lands along County Road 40 and 10 meters from the center line of the road along the frontage of the retained lands along Miron Road be conveyed for road widening purposes to the Corporation of the City of Quinte West at no cost to the satisfaction of Public Works. 5, that a concept plan prepared by an Ontario land surveyor be submitted illustrating an adequate building envelope outside of the regulated areas and municipal setbacks to accommodate the proposed development, i.e. dwelling, septic, and site grading, on the severed lands to the satisfaction of the city and Lower Trent Conservation. And 6, that the applicant apply for and subsequently obtain an approved access entrance permit for the severed lands and install the new entrance to the satisfaction of Public Works. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Next application is consent application. The owner is Trenton Nova Holdings Incorporated. The agent is Busfields Incorporated. Legal description is Part Lot 7, Plan 76. The civic address is 21 to 27 King Street in Trenton, the Trenton Ward. And the purpose of this application is to sever a parcel of land for lot addition purposes, which would add land to the adjoining property. The severed would have a frontage of 11.23 meters, a depth of 18.28 meters, and total area of 118.1 square meters. And the retained would have a frontage of 9.72 meters, a depth of 41.89 meters, and total area of 357.8 square meters. Any comments or concerns from the public regarding this application? Hearing none. Any comments or concerns from the committee?
The agent is online. Mr. Murphy from Grosefields.
Any comments from our online participant?
Hi, everyone. Are you able to hear me okay?
Okay.
Sorry, are you able to hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
Wonderful. Thank you. So thank you all. Through the chair to the committee members, my name is Liam Murphy. I'm not sure if you can see me or not. I don't think my camera's on. But I'm a registered professional planner with Bousfields Inc. We're the planning consultant here on behalf of Trenton Nova Holdings with regards to the site that you just mentioned. Just to say that we've reviewed the staff report and the recommending conditions, and we're in agreement with staff's recommendation for approval and the conditions included in the report. We do have a brief presentation should the committee wish to hear it. Otherwise, we'd just like to thank staff for their work on this file. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any concerns from the committee members? Hearing none. Mover, please. Moved by David, second by Paul. That application B 14-26T by Trenton Nova Holdings Incorporated. Busfields Incorporated is the agent to sever a parcel of land for lot addition purposes at 2127 King Street, Part Lot 7, Plan 76 in the former city of Trenton is hereby approved subject to the following conditions. One, that a registered survey, paper and digital, copies for the severed parcel be submitted to the city, and two, that a draft transfer for the severed parcel be submitted to the city, three, that the tax account for the subject property be paid up to date, and four, that the severed parcel be deeded as lot addition to the recipient property, and the applicant's lawyer submit an undertaking to register a consolidation on title, giving effect to the lot addition. And five, that the applicant's lawyer submit a legal opinion verifying that the lot addition lands will merge on title with the recipient parcel under the Planning Act. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Next application is consent application B 15-26S. The owner is Gary Greer. Agent is Jamie O'Shea from Doran Homes. Legal description is part lots 18 and 19, concession 8. Civic address is 582 Oak Lake Road in Sydney Ward. And the purpose of this application is to sever a parcel of land which would create one new vacant lot. The severed would have a frontage of 58 meters, a depth of 338.2 meters, and total area of 9.97 hectares. And the retained would have a frontage of 108 meters, a depth of 380.4 meters, and total area of 4.05 hectares. Any comments or concerns from the public regarding this application? Any questions for Mr. O'Shea?
I have some comments. So I had gone back and forth with staff about the MDS calculation that was applied to this. And I did some research on a previous severance done in the neighborhood, B1421S at 75 Sagers Corners. And at that time, that severance had a MDS calculation separation distance from a barn located at 176 Sagers Corners Road. That barn's no longer there. But at the time, the distance used for the MDS calculation is 182 meters. And we're in and around the same area, and we're being told to have a 280 meter setback. So I just have some, I'm just looking for consistency in the application of the MDS calculations. The barns that they used were not even considered or mentioned in the report for the severance at B1421S, so.
So, Kelly, do you have anything to add?
When I raised it to the planner, Katie, the response I got was, well, that planner's not here anymore that wrote that report, so we don't have any records of their calculations, so. I'm fine with the 280, I'm looking for consistency, and it's a difference of 100, it's like 65% greater setback than what the Severance across the road received, so.
Through you, Mr. Chair, yeah, I don't have an explanation for the difference. Like Katie said, it's a different planner. Maybe there was an error in that one. MDS has changed, but I think it's sort of the same. You said 2021, right?
Yeah.
I think it was 2018 where it had changed, so that really shouldn't have been a factor. However, and I don't know, she uses guideline 41 here, which is where there is multiple dwelling units in the area, so maybe that didn't get calculated in the first calculation. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to see what Katie's, what she used in order to make it work, to come up with that number, I mean. But we are trying to be more consistent across the three planners that we have, and all three of them have now taken the OMAFRA or OMAFA, is it? No, there's no R in it anymore. Courses on MDS, so they've all taken that, and I think even a couple of them have taken a second helping of that. So we're hoping that it's getting done consistently now.
Right. So is there an opportunity to have it reduced, or you would have to look at it again, or?
We would have to defer your application and have a second look at it if you wanted to do that, right? Right, the procedures for that.
So if we accept the 280 and then I ask you to have a second look at it, is it cast in stone at that point, or because we've let the application go forward, or?
So to approve the application?
Yeah, like approve the application with 280 or whatever, 290, sorry.
There's
And then
nothing
have
in the
staff
conditions that require that,
Yeah, it
that
doesn't-
setback,
All it is a note in the report, right? So.
Yeah, because it'll just affect where the building is.
where the building goes, yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
all right, that's it. Thanks.
Because it's a larger lot.
Any concerns from the committee members?
I'll move it, subject to whatever qualifications for that. And I guess the setbacks that you're talking about there, that, I know we've got a preliminary approval anyway here, but I guess
Yeah.
there's some question, I guess, about the distance yet, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, through you, Mr. Chair, just, it doesn't affect the lot, like the lot can still be created because the lot is quite large. It's just, as Jamie said, where that placement of the building envelope could go, could get shifted. Is it too far away from the road? Is that what your client is thinking? The 290, does it push it too far back?
No, I just think it's, when they draw the circle around it.
Yeah.
And it's just where the location of the house is just too far up the street
Too-
type thing.
right.
So there's a clearing, I don't know if you've been out there, but there's a clearing which would be an ideal spot for the house, but it's within that setback partially. So we're
Okay.
just trying to find a happy medium to not cut down a bunch of trees, because obviously through the report from the EIS addendum, they've identified that there is a building envelope and there's lots of room to build a house there, but we just are trying to maximize the land use and minimize the tree disposal, so.
Yeah. There is also a condition from Public Works about a specific entrance, right, Anne Marie?
Yeah.
So you're aware of
so
that
we-
too, right?
Yeah, through they identified that on the Public Works clearance form of where they want it, so it's fine where it
That's
is.
fine, okay. I just didn't know if we change one thing, if that's gonna
Yeah.
impact that.
The entrance is okay?
Okay,
Yeah.
uh,
All second.
second. That application B 15-26S by Gary Greer, Jamie O'Shea, agent, to sever a parcel of land at 582 Oak Lake Road, part lots 18 and 19, concession 8, in the former township of Sydney, is hereby approved, subject to the following conditions: that a registered survey, paper and digital, for the severed parcel be submitted to the city. 2, that a draft transfer for the severed parcel be submitted to the city. 3, that the tax account for the subject property be paid up to date. 4, that parcels of land measuring 10 meters from the center line of the road along the frontage of the severed and retained lands along Oak Lake Road be conveyed for road widening purposes to the corporation of the city of Quinte West at no cost to the satisfaction of Public Works. And 5, that a parcels of land measuring 10 meters from the center line of the road along the frontage and severed and retained lands along Sagers Corners Road be conveyed for road widening purposes to the corporation of the city of Quinte West at no cost to the satisfaction of Public Works. And 5, that a daylight triangle measuring 3 meters along Sagers Corners Road and 3 meters along Oak Lake Road be measured from the property line along the severed lands be conveyed to the corporation of the city of Quinte West at no cost to the satisfaction or for to the city for road widening purposes to the satisfaction of Public Works, as per section 4.32 of the zoning bylaw. All obstructions within the site triangle will need to be removed. 7, that the applicant apply for and subsequently obtain an approved access entry permit for the severed lands and install the new entrance to the satisfaction of Public Works. All in favor? Carried. Next application is minor variance application A4-26S. The owner is Tom Hunt. The agent is Scott Kent, Cornerstone Builders Limited. Description is part lot 4, concession 1. The address is 2163 Hamilton Road in Sydney Ward. The purpose of the application is to permit construction of a proposed detached garage closer to the front and exterior side yard than the dwelling within the minimum exterior having trouble with my mouth here. With a minimum exterior side yard setback of 48.5 meters. Any comments or concerns from the public? Any comments or concerns? Is Scott Kent here from Cornerstone? Okay. Are you aware of the condition to move the Are you aware of the condition to move the site just a little bit, the building
Yes,
site?
correct.
Okay. I just didn't want to spring it on you and,
No, we agreed with the planning staff to, I think we were
Yeah.
coming south by 1.5 meters and going west by 3 meters.
Right. Got it.
Correct.
Okay. Have a mover and a seconder? Moved by Paul, second by David. That application A4-26S by Tom Hunt, Scott Kent, Cornerstone Builders Limited, agent, at 2163 Hamilton Road, part lot 4, concession 1, in a former township of Sydney, is hereby approved, hereby approved to permit the proposed detached garage to be constructed closer to the front and exterior side yard than the dwelling. And the condition is that the garage be moved 1.5 meters further to the south and 3 meters further to the west than illustrated on the surveyor's sketch to help with vehicle movement, and that no alterations be made to the function of the city ditch. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Next application is minor variance application A5-26S. The owner is Jayton and Caitlin Wallace. Description is part lot 30, concession 7. The address is 300 Bird Road in Sydney Ward. And the purpose of the application is to permit the proposed detached garage and lean-to be constructed closer to the road than the dwelling with a minimum front yard setback of 43.84 meters. Any comments or concerns from the public regarding this application? Mr. Wallace here? Okay. Any questions or concerns for Mr. Wallace? I have a mover and a seconder. Moved by Doug, second by Jim. That application A5-26S by Jayden and Caitlin Wallace at 300 Bird Road, part lot 30, concession 7 in the former township of Sydney is hereby approved to permit the proposed detached garage and lean-to be constructed closer to the road than the dwelling with a minimum front yard setback of 43.84 meters. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Next application is minor variance application A6-26M. The owner is W.H. Quinte Development Corporation. The agent is Ben Davis of Davis New Home Developments. And the legal description is Block 57, Vista Crescent Plan number 39M-957. Civic address is Vista Crescent, Block 57 in Murray Ward. And the purpose of the application is to permit a reduced exterior side yard setback of 4.5 meters instead of the required 5. Any comments or concerns from the public? Any questions for Mr. Davis? A lot of building going on out there. Looked pretty busy when I was out there. Any comments or concerns?
I'll move the recommendation.
All right. Pretty minor. A seconder? David? That application A6-26M by W.H. Quinte Development Corporation, Ben Davis, Davis New Homes and Developments, the agent at Vista Crescent, Block 57, Block 57, Plan 39M-957 in the former township of Murray is hereby approved to permit a reduced exterior side yard setback of 4.5 meters instead of the required 5. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. It was nice to bring it to us before you built. All right. Thank you. Any other business to come before this committee? Hearing none. Have a motion to adjourn. Moved by Paul, second by Doug. All in favor? I don't.
Just want to hang out.